Alright everyone, Michigan Farming requested a video on the Farmall H's we got. Here's one of them. This is a 48, I believe, 1948 Farmall H. This one recently showed up. The pap traded doing a chimney for the tractor. It looks pretty nice, it runs pretty good. The gear shifter in it's a little bit loose. You put it in fourth gear and it can go up high. It goes up too far and you can get it stuck in fourth. Yeah, but other than that, it's a little cold-blooded. It doesn't like starting in the cold weather. But any old tractor doesn't like starting in the cold weather. That's why we got those new ones. Yeah, so this is the 48, I believe I said. Then back here is my Farmall H. It's a 1945 Farmall H. Yeah, this is a good tractor. Like I said before, this is the first tractor I ever bought with my own money. And yeah, Dad put the side hill hitch on it for me, and then Pap painted it and put the decals on, because I got the thing that was a big old rust bucket. It was a rust bucket, but the thing ran like a top. There's nothing wrong with that tractor. It'll pull a 3-bottom plow, no problem. Even with the tires that are almost shot and no weights on it. And it'll pull our 7-foot offset disc. In plowed ground, it'll only pull it in low gear. But if you're like just breaking ground with the disc, you can fly out through the field in fourth gear. It has a lot of power. It's a powerful old H. Yeah, so the other ones are down in the other building. As you can see, I got the old 336 sitting up here. Yesterday I rebaled some. We started tearing round bales apart and making them into square bales. It's a little windy, so forgive me with the wind noise. But here sits, I can't even see. Here sits another one of our H's. I don't know what year this is. We got it for like $500, and we needed a couple parts off of it, and it was cheaper to buy a whole parts tractor than it was to go buy the specific parts. Yeah, so this one has weights on it. It did run when we first brought it in here, but we were gonna put rings in it, and a new head gasket, but we needed the front grille and some, what else was it? I don't remember. We needed the front grille for something. Needed the front grille and something else, and whatever it was, just to buy them two parts cost the amount we paid for this tractor. So it was cheaper just to buy the tractor and rob the parts off of it. So here it sits. That and the engine was pretty much shot. Yeah, I'd take the tarp off, but it's windy and I can't put it back on by myself. So, but we'll get down in the other building. The other building has our other H and the Farmall M and the newest addition to the tractor fleet. I won't show you yet. Try to keep the secret here. There's the you just saw old deer. Oh boy, you keep seeing sneak peeks of it. Oh, I don't know if I want to tell you what model it is. But that's the latest tractor that Pat bought. Yeah, here's the Farmall H that we use for spraying. This is a 41 Farmall H. It was converted. We converted it to 12 volt because no matter what, a new starter, new battery, it just wouldn't spin fast enough on 6 volt. It would just do the and then you'd have to let off the starter, and then it would go and then it just didn't So now it starts up just fine with a 12-volt battery. And then we put a 12-volt one-wire alternator on it. And we just got the hood lifted up here because we didn't want to cut the hood out to put it back down right. So, which I don't blame him. Yeah, so that's this H. Yeah, the wheels are jacked in the whole way because it's set up for 30-inch rows. Here's the Farmall, and here's our Farmall M. This one's got new paint on it, even though it doesn't look like it because it's real dusty. But yeah, this has new paint, no wheel weights, it has a brand new battery in it. And then I guess I can show you this one. An International 504. The weights on the front came off our corn planter because they were originally on one of the 706s we had. It's a 1965 International 504 with the gas engine with a 4-cylinder gas in it. Narrow front, has front wheel weights. Yeah, this came from our. Has the rear wheel weights too. This tractor came from our local McCormick dealer. Pap was over to get parts and whatnot, and he found it. He saw it, and he said it. In his words, he said, "I liked it. I wanted it, so I bought it." I mean, it's whatever. I don't really care for them. I like the later model ones, like the 66 series or whatnot, but it's whatever. I told him it probably won't get used that much, but he says he's going to use it to rake and mow hay with it, but I guess we'll see if he rakes or mows hay this year. Usually I get stuck doing it. I won't use it just because it's a narrow front, number one, and the wheels are in way too far, and it just doesn't have the creature comforts what the John Deere's have. It does have 3-point and a drawbar. It came with this little dinky Category 0 or Category 1 top link, whatever. That'll get taken off and a Category 2 will get put on. Yeah, it has one remote, just a 540 PTO. It runs good. I'd start it up, but I haven't driven this thing yet, so I don't know the starting procedure. Yeah, it has 3,100 original hours on it. At least that's what the dealership told us. And the meter, we're not sure if the meter works, but we'll give it a. It'll be around here a while. Pap likes this size tractor. He says it'll do about as much as what the John Deere 5065E does, which that doesn't do a whole lot anymore since the 2750 showed up. But anyways, that's enough for this video. And oh, here sits the old crawler. Yeah, the status on this thing is it turns to the left, it goes forward, backwards, and it runs, and it lifts the boom up and down and dumps it. Probably what'll happen is we'll run it. We got to put in a field road, level out for a new building, and then debating on if it's still working by the time I'm done with it. It'll either get traded on a fairly new Takeuchi compact track loader, or it'll get sent for scrap, or it'll get sold. There's 3 different options. I had a guy here yesterday that looked at it, and the track pins and bushings are wore through on one side. He said they can't be turned, and he said tracks for it would cost like $1,500 a side. Yeah, so I'm not gonna waste the money on buying a new track. I'm just gonna run it the way it is. They also told me that there was apparently the machine has 3 bad rollers. Yeah. yeah, I learned more about the machine yesterday from them looking at it than what I knew about the machine its entirety. So, yeah, so that's what the plan is. I'm just gonna run it because we got about 10-15 hours to use that we need it for, and then yeah, it'll get sent down the road. No, I'm not going to keep it, fix it up, and make it all pretty. Number one, because it's an Allis-Chalmers. They're not worth anything. That, and to get it fixed up in real good shape, I'd probably have to dump about $5,000 in it. And $5,000 in this old machine, that would bring my total investment cost up to $7,000 or $7,500. And for $7,500, that'd make a beautiful down payment on a Takeuchi TL250 with a cab. Because I ran this thing for a couple hours the other day, and I'll tell you what, I missed running the skid loader. But it does have the pushing power. I'll give it that. It'll push just about anything. So, anyways, that's enough of me rambling on. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a good day, guys.